Well, actor Ratna Pathak, remember, has triggered a controversy with her comments on Karwa Chauth in her recent interview to Pinkwala. The actor called modern women observing Karwa Chauth appalling, said the society was becoming increasingly conservative. She also said that it was for the first time in 40 years that she was asked about keeping Karwa Chauth. She cited Saudi Arabia's example to suggest that India is also headed in the very same direction. So this certainly has triggered a storm. We're seeing a lot of comments come in on social media, various platforms taking this particular go ahead with their own set of comments, and this remark certainly not going down well with a section of netizens who've called out the actor's alleged hypocrisy as well. They pointed out that the actor remained silent when the hijab issue was raging. They also asked her about practices in other religions which are superstitious in nature. Well, Ratna Pathak also drew flack from politicians who reminded her that India now has a woman president from a tribal community to counter assertion that women are being clapped down as the society turns conservative. So those are the reactions coming in, and several on social media criticizing that comment that was made by Ratna Pathak. Listen into some of the reactions coming in.
मैं रत्ना शाह जी को कहना चाहता हूँ, हमारी सीनियर हैं। मैं इनको ये कहूँगा, वुमनहुड और औरतों का सम्मान नहीं। इस देश में औरतें नीचे जा रही हैं, ऊपर जा रही हैं, व्हाटएवर शी सेइंग, और बैकवर्ड जा रही हैं, व्हाटएवर। उनको मैं एक ही बोल रहा हूँ कि मैम प्लीज ओपन योर आइज और देखो, देश की राष्ट्रपति आज प्रथम राष्ट्रपति जो बनी हो आदिवासी समाज से। औरतों का सम्मान बहुत बढ़ गया। विश्व के ट्राइबल समाज में एक सम्मान महिलाओं का बढ़ा है। तो शी मस्ट वेक अप। इट्स फाइनली, मैं खाली उनको कहूंगा कि वेक अप मैम।
I don't think कि some government is there, because of that it is all changing and we are becoming like Saudi and Arab. Nobody is changing. We are changing according to our brains, our independence and our mentality, what we want and how it should be. Being this government in India, ladies are getting more stronger. They are getting more respect. Opportunities are there. If you see in Parliament, we have got double numbers. That never happened in India before this. And women president, second women president and second women president from a tribal area. If some government is giving opportunity to this kind of women, I think women are growing in India. Women are not going in backstep.
To Shivani, my colleague, joining us live with more details. So you heard some of the political reactions there, Shivani. Now, certainly the actor is facing a lot of flack for the comments that she made on Karwa Chauth, especially more so because she also ended up saying that our country on the whole is headed in the direction of Saudi Arabia, given the regressive mindset.
Well, definitely here, right after this particular comment by Ms. Pathak, we clearly saw that how there is a mixed opinion that is coming in. There are several people, those are saying that everyone in India has their own liberty, their own constitution is there in the place, and they are very free to follow whatever they want to follow in the name of religion, culture or XYZ. But saying that the India is going in the culture and towards the culture of Saudi Arabia, and also there were several people on social media, those were commenting that where was Ratna when a hijab row was taking place in the country, where there were several protests, those were taking place in the country, where there were several cases, those were registered, where women were actually, talking about to get freedom from hijab. There were women, those were, suppressed while making their opinions on hijab row. And where was she? If now she's making a comment on a Hindu festival, which we are all following since years and years. And in fact, on social media, there are several people, those are also saying that why is Ratna Pathak Shah having her husband's surname, Nasruddin Shah's surname, and it is her superstitions probably that she is also following her culture. And also, if this is the case particularly, then Ratna Pathak should not follow the other cultural stuff, the other religious activity which she conducts, and hence making such comment with regards to only a Hindu festival is definitely not right. And there are several women also, those who commented saying that we are educated, we are qualified, and we have our own freedom to follow the kind of festivities, the kind of culture that we want to follow. There is no comparison that why a literate or why a non-qualified women, should segregate themselves while celebrating a festival. One who is qualified also has equal right to celebrate festival, and one who is not qualified can also choose which festivals they want to follow in and not follow in. And India has its own
with regards to a festival that many Indian women do celebrate, they do indulge in Karwa Chauth Vrat, essentially praying for the good health of their husbands. But there is certainly a war that has broken out verbally over what has been said by the actor. Now, the big question is that how is it that the actor has come out and said that India is going the Saudi way? Now, Adnan Sami is one of the others from the industry who slammed Ratna Pathak Shah and has said that this is once again perhaps an agenda to malign India. Listen in.
Ratna Pathak Shah came out and said that this country has become more conservative, more superstitious, and it's taking us back several centuries. Do you also believe यहाँ पर superstition and inward looking ज़्यादा हो गए हम?
Well, I mean, if people think, वो कहते हैं ना चिराग तले अंधेरा. If people think that we are going back in time, then they should also realize that back in time we were far more liberal than before. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is the Kama Sutra is from the past. It's not from today. So if you're going to say that you're going back into the past, that means we're becoming super liberated, and I think you should be very happy about that. So you shouldn't be complaining. Whereas today, people are more judgmental towards everything. So I think that's just a bunch of nonsense. I mean, today the world looks towards us for cultural enlightenment and for spiritual enlightenment. And so therefore, I don't understand where that logic comes in. It might not suit your agenda, but then good luck to you with that, and whatever.
We've opened our call-in lines as well, so viewers, feel free to express what you truly feel about what has been said by the actor, because a lot of comments have been coming in. We'd also open this up with Bhavana Ramanna, actor and activist, joining us. But before that, our callers who are dialing in this evening, our first viewer, Radhika, calling us from Bengaluru. Good afternoon, Radhika. What is it that you feel?
Yes, Ratna Pathak has been in hibernation for a long time, so she wants to attract attention by slamming Hindu festivals. Let her slam her Muslim festivals and see the reaction. Because we have become soft targets, they attack us.
Okay, you're saying that this is an attempt to target just a Hindu festival pertaining to women. All right, let me go across to Lakshmi, who's calling us from Mysuru. Good afternoon, Lakshmi. Do you endorse what Ratna Pathak is saying, or are you against that comment?
I'm absolutely against it. I'm not uneducated. Okay, I have done my BE in electronics, and I used to have my own company. So let these people, these Dara Hua Insans, she is married to one Dara Hua Insan. So please let them take care of their customs. They can go to Afghanistan, which is very progressive. They can go there. We are very, very proud of, following our own festivals and customs and whatever it is. So there is no need for her to preach. If she doesn't want to follow, she need not follow. But she has no right, in commenting about Indian culture, because I don't even know whether these people know anything about Indian culture. So let us just stop all this. And the person whom she has married is enough proof to tell us what kind of a person she is. Maybe she is getting highly influenced, by him. But very sorry, and I only pity her, and let her not preach. And she can move. She can move away from India. There are so many progressive countries for her, like Afghanistan, Pakistan.
Ma'am, appreciate you sharing that point of view. But yes, we're here on this platform going to try and not make any individual remarks. But yes, appreciate you joining us with that perspective. We have O.P. Swaminathan also calling us this evening from Bengaluru. Yes, Mr. Swaminathan, what do you feel?
Yeah, Christine, good afternoon. You see, it has become now a fashion to criticize Hindu religion so that you appear to be more and more secular. She is parroting the narration of her own husband. And if she thinks that India is going, she has got every right to criticize anything. That is the freedom in this country. If she thinks India has gone the Saudi Arabia way, if it was really like that, by the statement she would have landed herself in jail.
Okay, so you are also completely opposing what has been said by Ratna Pathak. Quickly bringing another viewer calling us from Bengaluru, Mr. Shankar, good afternoon.
Yeah, Madam, I think this Ratna Pathak is wife of that one Nazaruddin Shah, I think. So if he doesn't talk such thing, Shah will give her a divorce. So fearing that divorce, tomorrow she'll start wearing hijab also. Such a stupid bitch this lady is. She should be sent to Afghanistan or Pakistan, along with Nazaruddin Shah, because he also talks all rotten, and both of them, they have no other work. Sit and talk rotten about Hindus and Hinduism.
Okay, all right. Thank you for calling us this afternoon, Mr. Shankar. Let me quickly go across to Bhavana Ramana, who's also with us on this broadcast. Bhavana, you heard some of the angry callers there completely criticizing what has been said by Ratna Pathak. What would you say? I believe you are standing by her. You think there's nothing wrong in, someone like her expressing her individual opinion. What do you feel?
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Relevance of every ritual, it changes over a period of time. The minute I was about on this particular thing, I could only recollect a movie DDLJ, which is Dil Wale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. And we South Indians, in Kannadadalli now, we have a ritual called as Bhima Amavasya. That is the day that it's something similar to Karwa Chauth in Karnataka. But then we were never aware of anything of a Karwa Chauth. But then when we were watching about DDLJ, and then Kajal, the heroine of this film, and then she will just keep a fasting for the hero to come, and then he makes all the way, he fights all the odds, and then he makes sure he comes on the chat and then feeds her something, But then I found it so cute then, right? It's about the age, it's about how you really things. But
yeah. Do you think, somebody who believes in keeping a Karwa Chauth Vrat or believes in celebrating the festival, that's indicative of how modern or progressive they are?
Not necessarily, but I can just give you one example in my house itself, what my mother had done. Because when we had this particular day, I was actually literally pulling her leg when I was in school days. I said, it's time that you go and touch my father's feet and then do all the puja to him and then take the aarti out and everything. But then she was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure. But then it was never taken so seriously in my family by my mother's in-laws or anyone. But it also depends. If a girl is under pressure by the family and the other members of the family that she has to keep the fasting, she has to be doing all this, I don't think then it's really enjoyable. Anything under any kind of pressure, I don't think it's really enjoyable.
But that's not what Ratna Pathak had suggested. She spoke of the festival in its entirety and found it appalling that modern women can be expected to keep up with a ritual or follow a ritual such as Karwa Chauth. I'm going to have to leave it at that with you, Bhavana, but thank you for sharing that point of view with us here on Times Now. With that, it's time for us to head into a very short break. A lot of reactions coming in on this big story. We'll keep going across to our callers as well. A short break here.